Hey people, Indrid here, 53, Greysuck Undercity. Blue team got some chaos fellas. Denyproks is a chaos sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. Got some Alpha Legion elite scheme alongside. Unchainedboar is a plague champion. Starts off with the damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support, can also repair. Black Legion. Rounding off the team is Xerene with a Hive Tyrant. A very durable hero. All gifted objects cannot be suppressed with powerful support, disruption and offense. Fights in melee combat by default with a basic synapse. I shall call you Reyes. Red team, it's Ordo Malleus all the way down. Dr. Merril is a brother captain, a durable hero. All gifted objects cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support, fighting in melee. Alongside Ligt with a Eversor assassin. Risk reward melee brawler that explodes on death. And rounding off the teams, Berserk is a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster with strong support and control, provides an energy regeneration aura to help out his buddies. They're in the southwest against the Hive Tyrant. Looks like Ligt is not pushing the mid, waiting for their strat squad to show up, I guess. Up in the northeast, contested victory point, brother captain, chaos sorcerer, Denyproks with double CSM here. Merril also waiting for their strat squad, are they? There we go. I hear the rift tear, there it is. Starting ability of the Daemonhunter to slow stuff down. Can use it from very long range. Good special. Goes in on the Hormagaunts, double Termagants alongside them. Hive Tyrant gets a good special on those Stormtroopers, and they'll get some melee hits in here. And everything flees. The triple Stormtrooper opening didn't have much of a chance with the Hormagaunts and the Hive Tyrant here to tie them up. Meanwhile, through the mid, Daemonhunter's going to need to run. They might get a decap there. Through the mid, though, Eversor assassins lost a bunch of health. Killed a couple of Chaos Space Marines, though. With the help of the Strike Squad, they have their Tomes of Titan. More health, more melee damage, and some spells. Decent grenade from those Stormtroopers there. Heretics with a Doom Blast. Most of them were on the floor when they Doom Blasted there, and they go down. Finished off by the Strike Squad on retreat. Double CSM in play. There's a ton of war on both, but they need to be careful here, being tied up and knocked around. Heavily invested in their CSM this early, when there's a Strike Squad and a brother captain to smack them around in melee. May not be the greatest choice, but we'll see how it goes. Plague Champion with a Plague Sword on the way. Blight Grenades already up. Warrior Brood up here for Xerene. These guys also provide a basic synapse with some power melee damage. They can jump on you too passively. Knock you over. Northeast turning red. Also decapping this natural rate point. Oh, not quite. Sorcerer shows up. Gets some hits in, some bolt pistol shots too. Probably could have stayed there and decapped it, but then they'd have to retreat. I guess they want to try and stay in play. Got grenades up on those sergeanted Stormtroopers. One sergeant here also for Berserk. And they've got some operatives. I guess they lost some of their Stormtroopers, eh? They lost the full Stormtrooper squad. Unless I just completely didn't see what they had earlier on and they had the operatives all along. Which is possible. It is possible. Through the mid now. Heretics getting torn up. They need to be way more careful with the Heretics. There's some Nurgle worship. Bad place to worship, though. Everything can shoot them from there and smack them easily. There's that Plague Sword getting stuck in. Doom Blast and run from the Heretics. Plague Sword is a power weapon that ignores melee resistance and creates zombies. It's pretty nice. Some Rift tearing. Almost called it Warp Rift. Light Grenade throw was pretty good. Bunch of infections. Did also infect some Tyranid stuff though. There's that flash grenade on retreat by the operatives. Blue team get through and they're on the VP in the west here. Meanwhile though, brother captain gets through the top. Bashes one of the gens. Decent grenade there. They're not bothering with cover apparently. Those guys could get into melee and mess them up. Yep, there we go. 443 to 500. Raptors on the way for Denyproks. Sorcerer still down, of course. Easily revived. Nobody's gone for it yet. I guess Unchainedboar can get it later. They're far up the map at the moment, and they're getting fetid armor. Lots invested in this Plague Champion early on. Xerene trying to get on the natural power towards the north, which is the easier one to hit compared to this one. It's the same on the other side. Northeast turning blue thanks to some Chaos Space Marines. Eversor giving chase. Has got the Sin Skin Body Glove to make the Psychon less painful to use. Plague Champion goes down, does get the throw, but the Blight Grenades are dodged. CSM now out of position. Some incendiary grenades from the double operatives there. Grenade barrage hits a few things. Eversor getting crippling poisoned and shot up. Lots going on here. Here's the Rift Tear again. Eversor popped the Psychon and runs. But I think red team can sweep through. Couple of grenades. Tyranids all retreating. Oh, there's a Ravener Brood in play. These guys can Burrow Strike and start with ranged Devourer weapons. Also some decent melee on them though. Warrior Brood don't want to get isolated. Might see a bunch of plasmas coming out for these Stormtroopers in Tier 2. They're sweeping through. Can they get a decap though? Meanwhile, northeast. It's blue right now. CSM almost wiping. Got some interceptors on the field for Dr. Merril. They dropped some of their Stormtroopers though. Raptors, oh boy, they're in a bad spot. Need to jump away. Yeah, retreating through that and taking all those melee hits would have been dicey. 1-to-1 cap. Oh, look at that. They got the decap, maybe even a cap there. Grenades in on the heretics and wipes them out. Nicely done. Now the operatives retreat. They can break the retreat, but they probably won't here because they're quite low. They might just go all the way back. Almost level 2 Plague Champion. Got some more gear for Reyes as well, the Hive Tyrant. We got Extended Carapace for the charge and Psychic Scream for the debuff area of effect. Warrior Brood have a Barbed Strangler. Tier 2s for everyone aside from Xerene and Berserk. Any war gear here? Yep, Hunter's Blade. Very popular pick these days, the Hunter's Blade. Those guys run before the Barbed Strangler can hit them. Still pressuring the northeast is Dr. Merril. Brother Captain may go down here. Can the auto guns get it done? They cannot. Brother Captain gets away. Sorcerer, no war gear. Oh, here comes the Rod of Warp Fire queued up for Tier 2. Stormtroopers run after that. Maybe they... Yeah, I think they could have just backed off. I guess they are down on model. They want to get that model back for the next push. They could have backed off maybe and harassed a little bit. But may not have been worthwhile. Especially if they got jumped by the Raptors and stuff. Terminator Librarian on the way for Dr. Merril. Sneaky operatives on the prowl looking for that double incendiary grenade throw again. Which would be super effective on the double termagants if they stack up. Meanwhile, Plague Champion falls down the middle of the map. Got a decent Blight Grenade throw though. On the triple Stormtroopers there. Got a few kills, I think. We have a Neuro Gauntlet Eversor Assassin. High DPS power melee weapon. Does not perform special attacks. It's all about the smacking. And we have Cybernetic Enhancement. For the Rapid Reflex, which gives, I think it's 10 health per second. It might be 15 health per second over time. And lowers cooldowns, as you saw there. Venom Brood on the way now for Xerene. They're going to get a ranged Synapse upgrade, which will buff the Raveners and the double termagants. Hive Tyrant level 3. Reyes doing alright. Interceptors in on the CSM. I think it's worth getting Mark of Khorne for these fellas. And see how they like that, because the Sorcerer can warp them out of trouble and stuff as well. Oh, there's Mind Blades up on the Interceptor's global ability of the Brother Captain, making them way better in melee, both melee damage and melee skill, isn't it? Makes them quite nasty. I think it's 35% melee damage or something. And plus 10 melee skill. Ouch. Down goes the Sorcerer. Terminator Librarian also has Codicum Aeternum for even more buffs, shrouding infiltrates the unit and gives it a 25% damage bonus, I believe. It's pretty damn nice as a Fire and Forget buff. Eversor giving chase. Chosen Plague Marines to here, though. Passively damage nearby enemies. Have some damage over time power melee as well. And look at the DPS they can do to a single entity with all that damage over time stacking up. Nice grenade. See that? Those bursts of that green damage on those stormtroopers. That's the passive area of effect damage of the chosen Plague Marines proccing. Oh, we have a Force Rod. So much for the Hunter's Blade. Charges through, gets a good psychic scream, and then leaves. And doesn't get away. Grenade launcher barrage, if that came a bit earlier, maybe they could have saved that Hive Tyrant. Grenades going in, the incendiary kind. Unchainedboar, did that? Oh, did they lose CSM? No, I don't think they had double CSM. They went Heretic, CSM, Heretics, I'm pretty sure. Tier 3 for Denyproks. They are struggling to compete at the top consistently, I think. The Librarian Interceptor Strike Squad combo has been pretty nasty. Brother Captain with the Mantle of Terror for the battle rights. There it is. Heal over time. Not a massive heal over time, but he also gets health, energy regen. And reduces cooldowns. It's a nice piece of war gear, I think. 369 to 261 on the VPs. And they're pushing again, is Merril. Up against Xerene, though. And I assume Denyproks is on the way. Yep, here comes the Sorcerer. Good target there for the Doom Bolts. Those blobbed up Interceptors and Strike Squad. Oh, they go for the Warp Fire instead. And now they're caught in a bad spot. Yes, poor positioning there from Denyproks. 354 to 291. A long-range Doom Bolts, I think, would have done better. Here comes an Eversor Assassin to lend some support. Unchainedboar going for a flank, maybe. Oh, he's got a Chaos Dreadnought up. Auto Cannon and that underslung twin-linked heavy bolter. 344 to 291. Another battle rights going in. Oh, they overextended here, the red team. Plague Champion taken out by the Eversor Assassin left side of your screen. I think they'll get away alright. Raptors now have their aspiring champion, so he gets a fancy Demon Maul thing. Level 2 Plague Champion should get revived. Sorcerer's down as well, though. Here comes Reyes, the Hive Tyrant, to get some revives going. They'll get level 4 for sure. What is this? Sneaky operatives. Bashing the power. It's a pretty good bashing force, you know. Double operatives with their shotguns. Looking for a grenade, are they? Nope, they're just taking huge amounts of damage. Are they forgotten about them? Berserk forgot about them. They were just doing queued up commands, I think. 309 to 291. These guys got away, though. What were they looking at? Oh, these guys are running from something as well. 309 to 291. Maybe the Dreadnought they were running from. Chosen Plague Marines haven't quite leveled up yet. Double Dreadnoughts for Unchainedboar. I am here for it. More operatives, or Berserk really wants those operatives up, hey? Doubled up. Blue team able to hit back and get the northeast back to the blue side. And some decapping from the Chaos Space Marines. Good use of their time, I think. Level 4 Brother Captain, level 3 Eversor. And these guys are indeed revived. And we got an almost level 5 Hive Tyrant now. And Reyes has got the Crushing Claws up. Ready to roll. Looks like they're trying to hold midpoint, the blue team. Xerene's going for the VP though. Northeast, can they defend against the counter push? Doesn't seem like it. Denyproks is kind of here alone. Here comes a Vortimer Razorback for Ligt. Eversor popping the rapid reflex there. Nice war gear, I think. Gets rid of the Sorcerer, who does have the Tome of Subjugation. Very useful against Terminator variants, which of course Ordo Malleus can bring to bear. Taken off towards the mid. Reyes getting some work done with those Crushing Claws and did get a decap here. Scouts looking for a grenade, I think. No, not scouts. Operatives. Single cap for blue team. Going for power. They have a Venom Brood to help them bash. And that ranged synapse bonus, 35% damage, 25% health, and the Reyes should be decapping here while they bash, I think. There we go. There's the decap. And a very quick bash, as you can see. Need to look out for a flank. Double dreadnoughts are indeed in play. Vortimer Razorback trying to get some DPS on. A Nurgle Shrine put up in a ballsy place. Eversor's not happy with it. Levels up to 4. Smacks around some heretics and they run. But might go down on retreat here. Dreadnoughts melee. They did not melee. And they couldn't finish him. Oh, Brother Captain's fallen. But here are Paladins. Looks like Battle Rights was active as well. Got some Chaos Terminators. Oh, you need to get claws, surely. Surely you need to get claws. Looks like they took out the Interceptors. But you need claws to fight those Paladins. They've gone for an autocannon instead. Yeah. Got Marco Zint CSM, got Raptors. Could subjugate them, I suppose, and just turn them onto the Strike Squad or something. Vindicator Assassin up here for Berserk, getting shots in. And one on the way for Ligt. You're getting double Marco Zinch's Chaos Dreadnoughts, okay. Bad news for that Vortimer Razorback. Frenzy Barrage to suppress infantry. Big fight brewing here. There's target acquired on that Dreadnought. Just gives you vision of it for a while from the Vindicator Assassin. Force Rod with the Retribution. They're trying to stack up and defend this shrine. Ravna Brood, Burrow Strike and then go down. Another decent barrage from the Dreadnoughts. Lots of healing and reinforcement off that shrine, of course. But Xerene has retreated. Down goes one of the Dreadnoughts trying to finish off the Vortimer. Does that do it? It does. But there's another melter from the other operatives. Absolute chaos. Down goes the other Dreadnought. A decent light grenade thrown there as well. Level 3 Plague Champion. Awesome fight. And they stayed. Unchainedboar held the mid. Look how blue the map is. Red team have been pushed back all the way across the bottom. Their power is completely gone down here. Are they tier 3? Unchainedboar, there it is. They've started their tier 3. They are going to be a little bit depleted here after the 2 Dreadnoughts wiped. Especially since both of those guys were marked. That was a lot of resources sunk into those. Maybe Tome of Subjugation will be enough by itself without the claws to help deal with this stuff. There's the Battle Rights. Also got the Warding Staff. It should be up. Where's the Ward? Maybe it's on cooldown. There's Holy Grounds. Paladin's taking a lot of damage here. Dropping a model. And here comes some support from Unchainedboar. Might get flanked though. They need to be careful they don't get sandwiched between 2 Ordo Malleus players. 2 Vindicators. Switching to Turbo Penetrators. Oh, they're trying to shoot down the shrine, I think that's why. That's the anti-vehicle shot that they can do. Unchainedboar going into base. Are they trying to get vision for... No, they aren't. They don't have a nuke. I'm not sure what they're doing here. Have they just forgotten about these guys? Plague Champion goes down. Yeah, I think they did. Eversor Assassin, meanwhile, going absolutely mental. Oh, it's Friendzone up. More health regen, and Friendzone gives suppression immunity, knockback immunity, and damage resistance, but he loses health per second. It's pretty good. Especially when you pop rapid reflex at the same time. It might just cancel out the energy drain, the health drain. More battle rights going on. 297 to 115. Carnifex on the way for Xerene. Can the red team sweep across the map now that Unchainedboar and Denyproks are down to 3 units? It's a circle of summoning from the Sorcerer. Don't mess with this stuff. They're trying to finish off these Chaos Terminators here. Terminators cannot retreat, and they've used their teleport. I think they're far enough away to have good resistance against this boltifier here. Paladins back up to full strength. Well, 3 models at least. And here's the counter push from the Chaos Fellas. There's a big battle rights. That's helping out a lot of stuff. Parano formation from Xerene forces the retreat. Shows up with it as well. Need a bit of friendly fire and friendly knockback. Those guys popping their fanaticism to try and avoid some damage. Friends on up again for the Eversor. Going absolutely mental. And there's an orbital bombardment. Did you run into it? Didn't. Thought you ran into the beams there. It's a decent orbital, eh? Xerene, yep, lost some stuff in that. Not sure where's that Carnifex. It's right in the middle of the map at the moment with a Strangled Thorn cannon. Paladins using their onslaught thing. Dropping models. Here comes Reyes. Oh, runs into the wall that he can't break. That would have been awesome. Might get some hits in though. Just used purification on the paladins, but they can't teleport, and down they go. They got a zombie paladin, and there's a blight grenade throw too. They've done well, these blight grenades, eh? Level 4 plague champion. Friends on again with Psychon as well. Eversor's level 6 doing so much damage with that Neuro Gauntlet. 224 to 115. Topsy-turvy game. Blue team getting a natural back. And they have the VP lead. Bunch of zombies. Because of Nurgle's Rot. Level 3 Chosen Plague Marines as well. Some more Chaos Terminators coming in from Unchainedboar. And they're going Lightning Claws here. They're far, far away from safety. And they're taking huge amounts of damage. Eversor Assassin's gone absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Up over 1,000 hit points as well. There's the friends on. Took out one of the Terminators, but now they're fighting back with claws of their own. And down he goes. There's that explosion on death. Terminator Librarian's level 4. Can they get some reviving done, maybe, the Daemonhunter? They have the Banishing Cloak. Maybe that was used when the two Chaos Dreadnoughts are up or something. They're going for Armor of Damnation now for Tempest. Which I think gives them a hood, doesn't it? Yep, gives them a cool hood and an Iron Halo type thing. Down to a single model, these Terminators. Needs to be careful. Demoralization on kill. Stormtroopers get away. Chosen Plague Marines in on the Terminator Librarian. He gets a cool special attack. Terminator's trying to cap here. There's that Sanctuary. It does knock down Terminators. Might be able to get a full cap out of it. Meanwhile, what's the Carnifex doing? Got a bit of XP. Lost a bunch of health. Needs to back off a bit, I think. That's way too far forward. Could be hit very quickly. Here comes a Land Raider Crusader for Ligt. They've got a Vindicator Assassin, another one on the way. For some Turbo Penetrator rounds. Here comes Berserk's one. Oh, well, they're using Banishing Cloak against the Carnifex, maybe. There's the Tempest. It might kill these. No, it doesn't kill the Chaos Space Marines. 222 to 50 on the VPs. Northeast now turning red. Got some Grey Knight Terminators for Dr. Merril. Not sure where the Land Raider's going to go. Looks like it's gone south for now. Terminators use their teleport offensively. This guy needs to get out there and subjugate them. 222 to 30 on the VPs. Great unclean one up for Denyproks. Grey Knight Terminators get their Psy Cannons to shoot stuff while they chase it around. And here comes that vicious Eversor Assassin. Are they going for a revive? They are. That should get them level 8. Oh, they're level 8 already. Sorcerer takes huge amounts of damage. Not sure what he was trying to do there. Oh, there's the Vindicare off-map Vindicare support, whatever it's called, from the Eversor to reveal all enemy units. Great Unclean One's in. Passively damages nearby enemies, has some cool abilities, and dangerous in melee. There's some Nurgle Vomit for you. What's this? There's the Eversor. Crusaders in the mid. Venom Cannon Khan effects now. Not sure where the other one is. Oh, it's back at base healing up. Khan effects needs to be careful. Melter's coming in. Eversor can also get a Melter Bomb. Halfway through level 8. In on some Gormagaunts now. There's Rapid Reflex and the Friends on. Yeah, it looks like it out heals. Oh, but Friends on lasts longer, so now he's draining health. 179 to 30. Could use hypermetabolism, of course. Oh, there's Psychic Assailment on the Vindicare Assassin global ability of the Daemonhunter. Back towards the northeast then. What's going on? Got a Sanctuary up. But the captain's fallen over again, is that? Oh, so that's one of the Paladins dead. 167 to 30. Double cap now for the red team, but can they hold on to it? There's a single. They're getting the blue team's natural. Friends on up again. Friends on, by the way, is like some insane combat drug, which the Eversor gets pumped full of. 147 to 30. Double cap for red. Might get a big flank here from the blue team. There's a tank, some CSM, some Chosen Plague Marines, not level 4 yet. Plague Champion is almost level 5. Still have Fetid and the Blight Grenades. Another Crusader with those Hurricane Bolters. Some decent support too. You can reinforce off these things. Got a Mark of Khorne tank. Heretic's getting wiped. Plague Champion goes for the cat, needs to heal himself. Oh, they don't have it. They have the Blight Grenades, of course. Just gets shot to death, apparently. Almost. Yep, just gets shot to death. A little bit sloppy here. Microing the Chosen Plague Marines and stuff, I think. What is this? It's more Sanctuary stuff. Oh, I'm hearing a Tempest somewhere, I think. Great Unclean One's quite low. Taking a lot of damage. Sorcerer is not in a position to teleport him away either. They're in the thick of it. Meanwhile, there's the Tempest. Have a Ligt up for Xerene. Double Melters. That Barb Strangler doing work the way. Sorry, Strangle Thorn Cannon. Harana formation now. Gotta shoot those operatives, surely. There you go. Carnifex is trying to go after the Crusader with the Venom Cannon, but he's taking shots from the Vindicare and now close enough to take multi-melter shots, I think. Yep. Take it down, though. They took it down. But can he get away? I don't think it can. It can't. 102 to 27. Goes into melee. Yep, goes into melee with the Vindicare. You can't shoot him now, can you? 98-27. Blue team getting... They're taking losses, let's say. Where's the Great Unclean One? Oh, he's going to go down. Maybe? Oh, maybe not. Did he just consume a Terminator? I must have saw that wrong. It looked like he consumed a Terminator there. 82 to 27. Blue team taking their natural back, but there's an orbital. Lightning Claw Terminators need to get out of there. Oh, they got caught by it. Gormagaunts also get caught by it. It's a no-cap game. Red team are taking the northeast thanks to more Paladins for Dr. Merril. Shrugging off that combi bolter fire quite easily. Denyproks. Oh, they're getting an autocannon again, Denyproks. Sorcerer runs. I think he'll be alright unless those guys teleport after him. 78 to 27. Here's some Marco Zinc CSM. Level 4 to pump some damage into those Paladins. Look at that. Well played, Unchainedboar. 2-1 cap. Chosen Plague Marines needs to run though. Oh, they went down. Terminator's teleporting in. There's the fanaticism to stop the damage, but look at it now. Able to get the decap, I think. Yes, they are. Here comes Reyes charging in. There's a Noxious Cloud. That got a bunch of kills. And now he's crunching through that Land Raider as the Hive Tyrant level 8. Crushing Claws doing work. Infestation Capillary Tower goes up. Orbital on the VP. Doesn't stop the cap though. There's a 2-1 for blue. Being lifted in the air doesn't matter. You need to get distance to stop caps. Down goes the Land Raider Crusader. Well done. The Hive Tyrant. He got 2 levels off that apparently. So much damage to that Land Raider. Grey Knight Terminator's getting labbered. And one of these guys are Ligt. Northeast is still red, by the way. 1-1 cap. Red team holding on with 4 VPs. Chaos Terminators are going to die here. Oh, there's some more Chaos Terminators. Unchainedboar's got some other fellas here. Tyrant formation now. Can these Terminators get this cap? They just need a few seconds of it. Of a 2-1. They just used their teleport as well, so they can't get away here. They need support. Here comes Carnifex support. This guy's getting thorned back. That's the right call, I think. Just get in there and mix it up. There's the 2-1 for red. Who the hell got the cap there? I don't know. Someone who subsequently died. Terminators are on it. Red team are pushing up here, which isn't helpful for holding this. I mean, what else can they do? They can't get down here in time to really help. They're keeping stuff off that contested VP at least. I think they're going to get the 2-1, and I think blue team are going to take this with a close fought 2-1 cap at the end. Awesome stuff. Let's look at his heroes. The Sorcerer level 5 down at the end. The Plague Champion level 5 as well down at the end. Got a whole bunch of good Blight Grenade throws, eh? Xerene, the Hive Tyrant Reyes got to level 10. He was a beast charging up on that Crusader and just took it down. Level 8 Brother Captain with all of his Paladin Terminator buddies there. Level 9 Eversor was also pretty damn beastly. And a level 7 Daemonhunter. Oh, he's the one who capped at the end there and got taken out. And there you have it. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I think it was awesome. And I'll see you next time.